if you like rock and roll.
Gonna spend it.
We play it because no one does fusion music like we do. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
Programs presented are submitted by members of our community and are a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM. The views expressed do not necessarily reflect those of KNLY 91.1 FM, The Boss, and affiliates.
It's the Real Estate U Show, where we take your typical real estate show and chuck it out the window. Motivating, inspiring, and educating, with a laugh or two along the way. Every week we bring you the latest happenings in real estate, new construction, and mortgage lending for both residential and commercial. And now, live, this is Real Estate U.
It's the Real Estate U Show, live streaming at radiotheboss.com, The Boss Global Live Worldwide, on realestateushow.com. Real Estate U Show brought to you by Platinum One Properties, creating the standard of real estate representation, buying, selling, and leasing. We're here each and every Saturday, 11 a.m. Central Time, noon Eastern, and 9 Pacific. Is that right?
That's right.
Correct. I just want you to know these things. Today's topics include our favorite communities and builders, hot listings, financing, market options, online listing guide, Realtors Corner with Dina, and our good friend Jen Tran. We'll explain that short person in a little while. Okay. Then new home communities, the Big 12, and much, much more. You can REU nationwide. Text us, 800-297-9883. You know, I think people use 800 just cheap. 800-297-9883. And you can reach us through our affiliates in San Antonio, Austin, Dallas, Ohio, Michigan, Florida, Virginia, New York, California, Nevada, Arizona, New Jersey, Louisiana, Georgia, Illinois, District of Columbia, Maryland, South Carolina, North Carolina,
Alabama,
Pennsylvania, Washington, Oregon, and Tennessee. Our studio includes industry leaders and knowledge that's incomparable in the marketplace. Real estate used by real estate, mortgages, new construction, commercial real estate, and finance. District of Columbia, Maryland, South Carolina, North Carolina.
That's your best friend there.
Reverb. Really? What's wrong with him? Okay. Which drive our economy. I'm joined by our very esteemed award-winning real estate broker, Dina Salazar of Platinum One Properties. Hey, D.
How you doing this
You doing
morning?
all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. I might be able to get you a husband this weekend.
Well, you're not trying hard enough, E.L.
That's what, I'm doing the best I can.
That's not what I heard.
If you lower your standards a little bit, I'll
Okay.
You really need to stop.
I need to stop. I turned it all the way down.
He got a new laptop.
He just done lost his damn mind over there. Okay. North Carolina.
There he goes. See?
Just turn it off.
I'm going to turn it off.
Turn it off.
Yeah.
Well, he can't.
Turn it off or get out. One of the two. Just make up your mind.
Oh, my God.
Exactly.
Pick a team.
Oh, my God.
And you can learn more about the amazing Platinum One Property team at PlatinumOneProperties.com. Spell out the word one. Don't be a dummy and put the number one in there. Okay. And we have our guru of mortgage. Ugh.
Definitely not of iPads, though.
No.
Definitely not.
That would be Mack Blankenship of First Community Credit Union. He got a new toy and lost his mind over there. Hey, Mack, how you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah. Our hosts with contributors include Eden Vehicle Finance of America Commercial, Ricky Cheers of RM Funding, Kim Gooley of Builder Boost, Tristan Sutton of Tristan Sutton Consulting, and Brandon Davis of Osborne Advisors. Now, today's guest, we have the amazingly popular Big Cheese, Jen Tran of Jen Fine Homes team at Keller Williams Memorial. Hey, Jen, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you today?
She's looking over there. She's like, she over there, deer in the headlights. I promise they going to behave.
I hope so.
They going to behave.
Hasn't started out real well yet. I'm sorry.
It's not my fault. I cannot be held accountable. Real Estate U is the only 2-hour DBM hosted multimedia real estate show in the world. You're welcome, damn it.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
Our weekly goal is the Educate, Inspire, and Motivate class is now in session. You can listen to our previous shows on podcasts, realestateyourshow.com, and associated pod. Each week we go on our real estate culture trip. which is the only thing that Dina and Mack allow me to do unsupervised. Right?
Yes, and there's a disclaimer to that. But we follow up with that statement. If you have young children listening,
You may want to cover their ears.
Yeah. Okay. Now, remember, we are live. You can text us at 800-297-9883. That's 800-297-9883. And, we're going on a culture trip. And so we're actually going to start in Texas, because Texas is not a fun place to be. It's a hostage situation.
What? Texas is the best place to be.
it is the best place.
Yeah,
to be.
only if you're drinking.
Everybody's drinking right now. You know that.
Is that water or is that vodka?
It could be
that
vodka. It could be vodka.
All right.
So we go on our culture trip, right?
Yes.
And when we go on these culture trips, Mack's job is to fact check me.
Exactly.
Right.
To make sure that I'm not lying. Okay? And I've not lied.
Or exaggerating.
Okay, because I haven't lied in over a year. Okay, there's no lies here.
He doesn't lie.
Yeah, I don't lie.
No, at
He
least
may
not
exaggerate a bit.
a lot.
Or put emphasis on certain words. Okay.
Voice inflection, I think, is what they call that,
Yes.
right?
Okay.
Yeah.
We have a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 3,750 square foot home available on 21 acres in Texas here for $498,000 in
Dun, 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 dun.
Noodle, Texas.
No.
Yeah, Noodle, Texas.
Okay.
Fact check.
It's a real place, folks. And
Noodle, Texas. You want to move to Noodle, Texas? You too can live in Noodle, Texas.
and I know you're going to tell us how I got that
Yes.
name, right?
You'll find Noodle, Texas in Jones County. It's named after Noodle Creek, which was a local term meaning nothing, according to the history of the town. So they couldn't come over here, so they named Noodle Creek nothing. So that is Noodle, Texas, and you can live there in a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 3,750 square foot home on 20 acres for $498,000.
That's not bad.
That's not, Noodle, Texas is the perfect place for somebody who's in witness protection.
Or quarantine.
Quarantine.
There you go.
Quarantine.
I'm with the quarantine.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to go national, right? We're going to go national. I have a 19-bedroom,
What?
11 bath, 15,000 square foot home for $5,750,000 in
Dun, 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 dun.
Burt, Porcupine, Maine.
What? Burnt.
Burt.
Porcupine.
Burt, Porcupine, Maine.
Burnt.
Fact check.
I'm checking. I'm not sure I can spell porcupine.
That's not shocking. You can totally believe it. There you go.
Burt
Burt, Porcupine.
It definitely exists,
There,
ladies and gentlemen.
Burt, Porcupine.
Definitely exists.
Okay.
It's an island.
It's an island.
It's an island. Yeah.
And there's a national park there.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's easy to imagine where this island off the coast of Maine got its unusual name.
It's easy to imagine burnt and porcupine,
Just
yeah.
squint at it and it looks like a porcupine. Okay?
Wouldn't have the island.
Yeah. Okay. Then see, look at it. It looks like a porcupine. All right. Now, located near Bar Harbor in Acadia National Park, Burt Porcupine has nearby sister islands with equally intriguing names. Bald Porcupine,
No.
Long Porcupine,
No.
and Sheep Porcupine.
No.
Yes!
I guess when you get on a roll, you just can't
Get off of it.
Okay. It's not too bad today.
Hey,
Yeah.
this is what I do.
Okay.
No life.
Yeah.
No life.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to go international.
Okay.
I have a 5-bedroom, 4-bath, 5,100 square foot home constructed in 2016 with a host of bespoke internal features. The prime focus is to provide natural air and light into this property and to encompass the magnificent views of Harbor Beach for $2.750 million in Hell's Mouth, Britain. Hell's Mouth, Britain.
Oh, my goodness. Yes. It's 2 words. I don't see it.
Fact check.
There it is.
Yeah?
There you go. Hell's
Right.
Mouth, Cornwall.
Cornwall.
Britain,
Okay.
Great Britain. Okay, so there's Hell's Mouth. Would you like to know how you got it?
Please tell us.
Yes.
It took its name from the local coastline, which is known as Hell's Mouth due to the hellish conditions for sailors with little shelter from the sea.
I like it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Very educational
There you go.
today.
Thank
That's
you.
right.
Yeah.
Culture trip. A
Yeah.
clean, easygoing culture trip.
What happened? It's very clean today. I'm very shocked.
Because I didn't get back from, that was too late last night.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. See, he just didn't have enough time on his hands.
I have no time.
Idle time is the devil's playground.
That's right.
Yeah.
But you still got burnt porcupine.
Yeah, we got that right.
I got burnt porcupine. I looked at burnt porcupine, Maine. But it's the other islands. It's the Porcupine Islands.
Yeah.
You got 4 islands all got porcupine in it.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now Jen is going to help us
kept it
sell that
PG today.
$750,000 home in burnt porcupine.
If anybody can do it, she can. She can
Yes,
sell it.
because Jen got it like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
rolls
what we're
out.
going to do, we're going to come back and we're going to visit with our good friend Jen Tran, who loves me in spite of myself, just like Dina does. All right. Now, before we go, this is the Real Estate You Show at radiotheboss.com. And my job, one of my other jobs, is to find Dina a husband. So, DinaNeedsAHusband.com is back up again. And so...
Are you taking interviews?
Got a line around the building.
Yeah.
Got a line around the building.
That's why I couldn't find a parking spot today.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he parked all the way over there. He got a line around the building. Okay, I'm E.L Craine. They are not. This is the Real Estate You Show. We're going to pay some bills. We'll be back shortly. It's not my fault.
Osborne Advisors, the official commercial mortgage company for Real Estate U on 91.1 FM The Boss. Again, that is Osborne Advisors for all your commercial mortgage needs. Osborne Advisors, REULoan.com. That is REULoan.com for all your commercial mortgage needs at 91.1 FM.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNY 91.1 FM.
We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your fusion radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll. All in one station. Mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY New Waverly, Texas. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
Eddie here, Platinum One Properties. We're creating the standard, building relationships. We're members of BROAC and GHBA, Greater Houston Builders Associations. These relationships have given us the ability and the opportunity to help you with your real estate purchases. We've built relationships with lenders, title companies, and home repair services. We can come in and we can help you decide the way to sell your home, how to put it on the market, and the best value for it. At Platinum One Property, we want you to get the best deal and the best offer. Edward Anderson at 281-989-7987 or Dina Salazar 832-646-9054.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Okay, we're back to the Find Dina a Husband Hour. I'm E.L Craine. They are not. This is Real Estate. What? This is Real Estate You Show. And we have our good friend, the lovely Jen Tran of the Jen Fine Homes team at Keller Williams Memorial.
That's right.
Yeah. And she's also the chairman of the luxury board or luxury division?
It's the luxury division.
Luxury division. So she just told you that she was the boss. She just totally
She's
cleared
the-
that whole thing.
yeah, she's
boss
the
lady.
main
Boss
head
lady.
honcho.
There you go.
Yeah.
Big cheese.
Yeah.
Right. Well, hey Jen, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank
yeah,
you.
thank you for joining us today because we know we had to threaten her to get the money.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, she's been ducking this for months.
Yeah.
You got her now. Try to behave yourself, Mack, and then we want her to come back.
Oh.
Yeah, we want her to come back.
Okay.
I need y'all to be
Okay.
outside.
All right.
So tell us about KW Memorial and the luxury division. What is that all about? That's the structure of that. How does it all work?
Okay. So KW has a luxury division.
Okay.
And international. So we have agents from all over the world who work primarily just luxury.
Okay.
Houses, residence, commercial, all of that. And so our office has a luxury division. We are about the third largest KW luxury division
Oh, wow.
in the world. So at
I
our
mean,
office.
a couple of 2 or 3 things being done over there. That's what that means.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're doing a lot of great things.
Yeah, exactly.
Movers
We're
and shakers.
very
Yeah.
excited.
And see, I bet some of the agents, really, really good people, very, very knowledgeable, very, very informed. And when you look them up, like, who buys these houses?
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
yeah, who buys these houses? I need to know that kind of stuff.
You need to know those kind of people.
Exactly. You know, like, I'm adoptable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's marriageable. Marriageable? Is that a word? Is that a word?
Well,
I don't know. So how long you been over at KW?
Oh my gosh, I started there in 2011. 2011.
Was you 13?
My
What
only
the hell?
office. I've only been there. That's the only office
Only
I've
office you
ever
ever been
been
at?
to.
Really?
Started there and I stayed there.
Which means you love it there.
I love it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, you know, because of you, I've met some really, really great people over there. So
Yeah, there's
she's
some good guys
some
over there. Her brother's really cool, too.
Oh yeah, I like Michael. Yeah, because remember we was all on the bus together.
Yeah,
That's Jen's
yeah.
bus.
Yes.
Yeah. So you know stuff like that. So you have luxury listings. I mean, you do traditional ones, but you have luxury listings as well. What does it take to get to become a luxury agent or be a part of the luxury division? How does that work?
To be in the luxury division, you have to sell a certain number of homes in the luxury market, which is about 585 and up in the Houston area, 600 and up. And then there's a class that's the international, or the luxury home marketing class, the Institute of Luxury Home Marketing. You have to take that course, and we sign up with our Luxury International, and then you can be a member of our office.
So KW teaches the class.
No.
Oh, it's like an international class for any agent.
It's a class that for any agent, and it's like really one of the best classes out there if you're looking to be in luxury.
Okay.
Originally taught by Lori Moore, but she doesn't teach it anymore. They've got great instructors there, and it's a national class, and they're taught all over the country. And they're only in Houston once a year, but it's the best class to take.
So why wasn't I invited? You not take things like that personal.
I can invite you to the next one for
because,
sure.
You know, my low self-esteem is legendary. Everybody knows that. Okay, you hurt my low feelings over here. I'm not like him. You know, no feelings right here.
Yeah.
Sure. Right.
Exactly.
So, Jen, okay, you chair of the luxury division.
Yes.
But also, we know how hard you work too.
Yes.
Okay, this is the film queen. This is the video queen. If it can be filmed in video, she is in the middle of it. Okay, this is Jen, all right? Because she understands the concept of marketing. She truly understands the concept of marketing and outreach and making sure that people know that she's available to assist them in their quest to secure luxury or even traditional home ownership, stuff like that. You know, because I happen to be one of her favorite title partners.
That's right.
Of course.
You know, because people like me in spite of myself.
They do. They really do.
So, Jen, I got a question for you. Right now in this market, do you still recommend buying a home?
Of course.
Right.
It's the best time to buy a home right now. The low interest rates, I'm sure someone's going to be talking about that.
Exactly.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
So-
amongst other things he'll be talking about that nobody wants to hear. So, what kind of buyers are you seeing out there right now?
We're seeing all types of buyers right now. Of course, there's a lot of investment people out there, but they aren't swayed by the interest rate because a lot of them are cash.
Oh, you're cash and carry. Right.
But those are out there, and a lot of listings for investors are out there because they don't have to worry about the COVID. There's no one in the homes; those are vacant. So we're seeing a lot of those.
How are we at on the inventory right now in the market?
We're still low.
Still
We
low?
need more houses. So if you need to sell your house, let
Call,
me know
yes.
because we need more
They
houses.
need houses to sell.
Yes,
Yeah,
and they're
that's
going
true.
fast.
There you go.
They are going fast.
Oh yeah, I saw somebody put up, and it's that window of 200 to 300, gone.
Oh yeah.
They're gone. I mean, somebody put up a 275 yesterday. They got 17
Multiple,
offers
yes.
before the day was over with.
Yeah.
You know?
yes.
Anything in that price range is going to fly off the
It's
market.
crazy. I just sent you another one yesterday.
See, she loves me. Okay?
Yeah.
Not unlike you. Don't nobody like you at all.
I think I know one person that does, and that's
Yeah, you pay
yeah,
her.
just
like
one,
you.
yeah.
and she paying you. Okay, so you have this hot market out there in that window right there, okay? But I've seen a lot of transactions in that $500,000 plus, $1 million plus, flying off the shelves too.
They are.
Yeah.
They're selling really well right now.
Yeah.
I mean, when they started at the beginning of the quarantine,
Yeah.
kind of stood still for a while. But recently, we're getting contracts on those as well.
Exactly. And, I know there was a contract. It was at a friend's office. It was cash. All right. They did it through a lawyer. They did it through a lawyer, whatever. $9 million.
Wow.
Cash. And they bought the house. It was over in the Memorial Village. They bought the house and adjacent land because I forgot that area. It's just that block right past Gessner off Westheimer where you can only build so many houses in there. They bought the house and adjacent land. $9 million cash. I don't know who bought it, but it was cash. It was an attorney transaction. I'm like, why you think I don't need to make no money. I don't have hungry teenagers.
Did you say something?
Have you not met me?
Could he not help say something?
Yeah. What the hell wrong with you? You know.
Yeah, so those are the type of people I'd like to know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Now, this is the Real Estate U Show. We're here each and every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. And as always, I'm E.L Craine, and they are not.
That's right.
For obvious reasons, because we got the lovely She Need a Husband Immediately.com over here, and we got MrClarall.com over there, because during the whole quarantine thing, he cleaned out all the shelves at the Walgreens store and the Clairol aisle. This is ridiculous. I said, y'all ain't call Mack. He got all the Clairol.
I had to go visit just to go.
Yeah. And then he gave her a bootleg pack, and her hair was orange.
It was
okay.
I'm sure that's what you told the Big 12, right? I'm sure that's what you told him. Yeah.
Call Mack.
Yeah. Call Mack.
Call Mack.
That's right.
Then we have our good friend Jen Tran with Keller Williams Memorial. She's the Jen Fine Homes team. All right. And Jen's also part of Big 12. All right. She was the very first person I called.
Oh, I'm so honored. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's the first person I called because Dina didn't pick up. But anyway. I'm just saying. I should have said first person I talked to.
Yeah, first person you talked to.
Okay. Tell us about your experience with the Big 12 and dealing with Dina, because you know how difficult she can be.
Oh, it's great. The ladies are wonderful. Everybody is, I feel like, really close. I think that I can call any of them up for help at any time and really try to support each other.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's a great environment. And I tell people all the time, I look forward to our Wives Wednesdays more than they do. I really do, because they're going to say something. They're going to say something. They're going to say something. They're always, me, best behavior, regular basis. Best behavior. You can see this halo?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
We've been on it. We know.
Okay, I'm E.L Craine, they are not. This is RadioTheBoss.com, home of the Real Estate U Show, with Mack Blankenship, he of the lovey-dovey status, okay, and Dina Salazar, who refuses to lower her status so I can get her a husband so I can get this bonus by August 1st. And the lovely Jen Tran of Keller Williams Memorial. See, Jen, all right, she got a couple of lists we're going to go over. Could you bring up the first one, Carlos? Mr. Maidens, sir? Maidens, maid service? I don't know, whatever. It's not my fault. The first one. We're going in line. And, okay, this is Chase Moore, okay? And go and click all photos, because Jen can talk about this listing better than anybody.
Ooh. Doesn't it look like a castle?
Yes. I've been in that house. It's an awesome house.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. And I mean, like I said, it looks like a castle. It's in Champion Forest, right near Ravenel Country Club, which, it's not really going to be there much longer, unfortunately. But, this is so gorgeous. It's like 7,500 square feet. Yes, gorgeous landscaping. And we got to find a buyer whose name starts with a B.
Yes.
See? Or B could just stand for buyer.
I like that.
Right.
But you've got, the little tower. There is a third floor, little tower room up there. You put Rapunzel up there or game room. Look at that.
Wow.
It's an acre lot.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And most gorgeous backyard. It is so nice with the pool, the landscaping. There's so many things that they put in here because of their trips to Europe or things that they saw that they just thought were beautiful and then came home and said, we have to have this in our house. So it really is like going on vacation.
And I've been in that backyard. That backyard
It's
is awesome.
beautiful.
I know. We need to do another party there.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Because
Yes,
it
we
is
do.
just so amazing.
We could do a social distancing party over there.
That's for
We
sure.
could. Everybody,
Plenty of room
we
to
could have
distance.
like 100 people and
Exactly.
you'd still be social
Exactly.
distancing because it's so large.
We need to work on that. Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay. See, look at that.
Wow.
Yeah. beautiful spiral staircase, everything. So it does take a unique buyer who would like the style of this home.
Yes.
It is not
For everybody.
It's not for everybody, and it's not your modern contemporary, which a lot of people are looking for. This is something that has its own style, its own charm, and it's just gorgeous.
This is a statement home.
It is.
It's a statement home. When you walk into those doors over there, it makes a full-blown statement as soon as you walk through those doors.
And it's only $1 million. Can you imagine getting all of that just
For
for
an
$1
acre.
million?
On an acre. On an acre.
On an acre with that backyard.
That is a wonderful home for the price.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You can't find that anywhere else.
So that's, that's our home on Chasemore. That's is that 16214? You know, my eyes bad.
Yes.
16214.
16214.
Chasemore Drive, Spring, Texas 77379. And what you want to do is you want to call the amazing Jen Tran, Keller Williams Memorial, the Jen Fine Homes team. Give her a call at, what's your number, Jen?
832-646-2674.
You got to say that slow enough so Mack can understand what you're saying.
I'll try harder. You want me to say it again?
Yeah, say it again.
Real slow.
3, 2,
That's right.
6, 4, 6, 2, 6, 7, 4.
Thank you.
Did you get it that time?
Yeah, Matt got it. Yeah, good. So what we're going to do
He's
is
just trying to be funny, right?
No, he does hear that slow. He's from Louisiana. Okay, I'm E.L Craine. They are not. This is the Real Estate U Show here each and every Saturday at 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And it's my amazing home that Jen Tran is representing the seller. So we need to find that $1 million buyer. Mac, hey, you know what? It has a tower. You can buy it, and Gisela can hold you hostage up in the tower. Okay, so I'll be able.
And he'll grow his hair out.
Yeah, he'll grow his hair out. There you go. There you go.
I don't know why I wasn't thinking that.
So we're going to take, exactly. So we're going to take a break, pay some bills. We'll come back with our good friend Jen Tran, Dina, who needs a husband immediately.com, and Mack, he don't have any more Clairol.com.
Osborne Advisors, the official commercial mortgage company for Real Estate U on 91.1 FM The Boss. Again, that is Osborne Advisors for all your commercial mortgage needs. Osborne Advisors, REULoan.com. That is REULoan.com for all your commercial mortgage needs at 91.1 FM.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNY 91.1 FM.
Eddie here, Platinum One Properties. We're creating the standard, building relationships. We're members of BROAC and GHBA, Greater Houston Builders Associations. These relationships have given us the ability and the opportunity to help you with your real estate purchases. We built relationships with lenders, title companies, and home repair services. We can come in and we can help you decide the way to sell your home, how to put it on the market, and the best value for it. At Platinum One Property, we want you to get the best deal and the best offer. Edward Anderson at 281-989-7987 or Dina Salazar 832-646-9054.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Okay, we're back. Bills are paid, and they're still here. I'm E.L Craine. They are not. You can follow us Facebook Live, Facebook TV, Live, YouTube TV, FM TV, TuneIn, Roku, Vimeo, Apple TV, Vudu, Sling,
Hulu,
We got Hulu.
Hulu.
What's the new one? Peacock.
Peacock.
Who knew? There you go.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know there was a new one.
Yeah. You need to get out more.
I don't.
That's why I can't get you no husband.
That's
why I can't get you no damn
That's
husband.
right. That's
I've been
exactly
trying to
right.
This has been going on for a year now, but you still got to renew my contract.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, renew it. It comes up for renewal on August 1st.
Hey, yeah. I mean, it's busy times right now.
I got to call Mrs. Ramos because me and her need to talk about.
Don't be calling my mother because if you two start calling.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me he'd go to any length.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Any length.
Yes. We got to call Miss Ramos because her baby girl is just ridiculous.
She says she ain't going nowhere until she sees me married.
I tell her I'm working as hard as I can. So, Jen, in the marketplace, you have all these different kind of things going on. So I'm going to share something. I shared with Mack earlier, all right? Okay. I didn't want to, but he was the only person in the room, so I had to talk to somebody.
Oh, okay.
He was just rehearsing, right?
Yeah.
Little dress rehearsal.
You guys here, all right? I was at my executive board meeting with all the builders and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
How did that go?
It went really, really well. And they are actually getting ready to start lobbying for the banks to not become restrictive in their lending practices because of all the job losses out there and stuff like that. So they're going to be lobbying. They're going to be lobbying Fannie Freddie. They're going to be lobbying the Mortgage Bankers Associations. They're going to be lobbying the banks to do more portfolio lending because Mack I couldn't remember the word, and he reminded me more portfolio lending because the way the Builders Association are looking at it, we've been propping you up for years. It's your turn. It's your turn. You have all this lack of risk. No, lack of risk because they've been doing the loans and selling them off. They've been doing the loans, selling them off. So they're saying portfolio more, be less restrictive in the approval process, and we can still sustain the home building economy, which is literally the lifeblood of the economy itself. New construction, stuff like that. That's the argument. That is the argument. The trickle down, you know how many jobs are involved from builder to realtor in between? 37. Wow. 37 industries are involved. 37 industries. So if the builder market slows down, that affects 37 different industries. Cement, roofers, plumbing, electrical, insurance business, the realtors, the inspectors, it affects that many businesses. Yeah.
So is the basis for that thinking relative to the pandemic?
Yes.
Okay.
They want to be,
that makes sense.
They want us to make me sustainable.
Yes.
They want to sustain the status quo because all the builder sales are up.
Yeah, they are.
Yes, but that doesn't mean they're going to stay that way.
But they want it.
They want it to stay that way.
They want it to stay that way. That's why they're doing that. That's why they're seeking that.
But the key to that is going to still be jobs at some point and economic growth.
Yeah, but you still have a volume situation though. The builders are trying to keep the volume up, which you can't blame them. You can't blame them. Year over year, which I found amazing, in Texas, year over year, new construction sales are up 31% year over year. That is huge.
Yeah. What do you think the pandemic had a lot to do with that? I got to imagine it did.
It did.
Because,
it totally did.
Because of the resale inventory just plummeted 20%.
Because everybody's scared of going to somebody's house.
Yeah, nobody wants to go in a pre-owned house. Right. Well, not nobody, but I mean, it definitely, and then many people don't want people in their home.
Right.
So they're holding off on putting their homes on the market.
Exactly.
So we would have 3 or 4 times more homes on the market right now that we don't have. So at the moment, like E.L and we were talking on break, we're having homes with multiple offers, and many of them need a lot of work.
Yes.
People don't care.
There
are multiple offers, overbidding, et cetera, going on.
And I was shocked from the report the other day. A lot of the homes in the northeast sector of Houston are just like going all the way to like Mount Bellevue and Baytown. They're like, because everything west, minimal.
Right.
Minimal.
So people are having to go further out, and so hence the new home builders
for affordability, I would imagine.
You know, they can't build them fast enough.
They're more affordable going east than they are west.
Exactly.
I can see that. Believe that.
They're more affordable going east or west, stuff like that. And like even in Beaumont, Beaumont just broke ground on 500 new homes that are between 190 and 265, give or take $1 or $2.
And with the interest rates being
75 are pre-sold. They haven't even turned dirt yet.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's 75 pre-sold.
Yeah.
Because you have all that oil and gas expansion down there in the triangle going all in Louisiana.
Yeah. Petrochemical industries, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. And who, even if the oil and gas industry is impacted, the petrochemical industries, what do? They develop plastics, they develop
the
all kind of byproducts,
all the byproducts
of the oil and gas
industry. The Motiva's going down there in Port Arthur. It's just crazy.
Yeah. And,
crazy.
And I have, my mother lives in Lake Charles area, same thing there. I've never seen a traffic jam in Lake Charles growing up there, but they have traffic jams now.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So those are the things that's going on in the marketplace. But another thing that came out of the meetings this week: rural builders versus suburban urban builders. One of the rural builders got up in the middle of the meeting. Now think of it, we're all on screens, right?
Yeah.
Except the groups that you're with. So he jumps up. You urbanites don't know what you're talking about. What the hell is an urbanite? So of course
that's a slang term that was developed in the country.
This is a black thing. So, is he talking to me?
No, if he was talking to you, he just said DBM.
Yes, he's true.
DBM.
There you go. But see, this is what it was: the cost of products to build. The price of me driving by the urban areas, not the rural areas, because we buy more.
Yeah.
So they have to literally come in and bid on products and supplies. The rural areas.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he was
livid.
Oh, he was losing his mind.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so because he was a representative of the rural builders, their whole association.
And it sounds like his issue was legitimate. To some degree.
Oh, it's totally legitimate.
Yeah.
Because he's buying supplies and product from builders. And so, they got to go say, oh, I'm not selling you that this cost. No.
Yeah.
He said he's paying between 15 and 25%, which is impacting his sales prices.
Yeah, which you would think that in those geographic areas that, the cost to build a new home would be less expensive.
Yeah.
But doesn't sound like that's the case.
No, because it's not going to be anymore because, a lot of people are rural driving. They're coming from East Texas into Houston to work. They're coming from, Northeast Texas going into Dallas to work. They're driving those distances now.
Yeah,
those distances.
And who's going to the office anymore anyway? I think too, well, you are, of course, right? You're going to be walking in the office in your walker, in the next 15 years from now, but the idea, the concept of going to an office every single day, I think is going to be, one of those things that's of the past, and communication is going to be remote, and so I can see somebody, having a job in Houston and living in Beaumont.
Yeah,
exactly.
Or living in East Houston.
But I'm used to that because Los Angeles, most people live in the Valley. They coming into Los Angeles to go to work because you can't afford to live in the city if you didn't already live there.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's those kind of things, but it's truly the rural builders versus the
urbanites.
Wow. I've been called a lot of things. Never called an urbanite before.
Interesting.
I thought it was some monster or something. But it's just crazy out there, the things that are going on behind the scenes. And then you have builders in Houston because one of the guys actually wasn't. He was from San Antonio Builders Association. He says, "Do you actually think I care if you're not making a profit?" They was losing their mind. They were literally losing their mind because you see all the different screens. So you saw, and he was like, "I don't care if you're losing money. I'm making it." He was
wow. I believe that.
It was so funny to see all these arguments from these different builders, and these were not your large nationals, your large regionals. These were like your independent builders, but they're still doing 200, 300 units a year. Mm-hmm. And they was just, no. I am so happy because San Antonio, actually not San Antonio, it's the city that's, when you're coming into San Antonio near the Air Force Base, I can't think of the name of the city. It's just off the charts. Their prices have gone up like 29%. Stuff like that. It's just crazy. During this time.
That's what's amazing. Yeah.
During this
people
time.
are buying.
And people are buying.
Yeah. Right.
People are buying. There's no fear in regard to buying. People are buying.
People are buying.
Okay. So, Mack, Jen got these $1 million properties. Can you help her?
Sure.
Okay. So why are you not talking to her then?
Yeah, well, I talked to Jen.
You talked to Jen?
Yeah.
We talk.
You talk?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, on Facebook.
Really?
And Instagram, yep.
You have zero personality. Okay, I'm E.L Craine. They're not. Mack need to do something about his interpersonal skills because they currently suck. I'm just saying. I tell the truth here. I'm a truth teller. You know that, right? But before we go out,
I wouldn't know. I don't know if I would go that far.
Oh,
but
stop it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But I think you make things up and like to embellish as you go along.
Now I'm going to tell you a true story, right?
Yeah. But you know, I think that has. I'm because I know you and know your background. I would imagine with that many sisters that you just have this dramatic tendency about you.
Dramatic.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're dramatic.
I'm dramatic now.
I'm drama king.
Let me give you a dramatic story. I was talking to my older sister this morning, and we were talking about our mother because our mother was like this relentless human being, right? So during the riots back in '92, the Rodney King riots, my sister was worried about her mom. You know, we didn't live close where we lived at, but it was close enough. So she kept calling our mom. She kept calling us so nobody can get in contact with our mother. So my mother finally called back next day. My sister, we was worried about where you at. She said, hell, I was out looting with the rest of them.
Yeah.
So that's my mother. She would say stuff like that, like, oh, woman, you need to sit down somewhere talking about you was out looting with the rest of them. Okay, so this explains why I'm the way I am.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm E.L Craine. They're not. This is the Real Estate U Show here each and every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. We are joined in the studio by the wonderfully amazing Jen Tran, as well as Mr. Clairol himself. He got a new contract, Mr. Clairol himself. And I don't know why Dina won't lower her standards.com.
Let me see if that's available. I'm going to look that up right now.
Try to get her.
We're going to buy that.
We're going to buy that right there.
That URL off of GoDaddy
there you go.
Today.
So we're going to take a break, pay some bills, and Jen is going to visit us for the last segment of her hour because she has to go sell something, meet somebody, do something. I don't know what she's
I do. Lots of appointments today.
Lots of appointments today. So I'm E.L Craine. They are not. And Dina, we going to get you a husband. Okay. We pay some bills now.
Drama King. Drama King.
Osborne Advisors, the official commercial mortgage company for Real Estate U on 91.1 FM The Boss. Again, that is Osborne Advisors for all your commercial mortgage needs. Osborne Advisors, REULoan.com. That is REULoan.com for all your commercial mortgage needs at 91.1 FM.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNY 91.1 FM.
Hi, I'm NASCAR driver Kyle Larson. Whatever I'm driving, I do everything I can to stay focused and safe. You should too. That means no drinking and driving, ever. Because even the smallest amount of alcohol can make you skid out of control. Remember, drink, drive, go to jail.
Eddie here, Platinum One Properties. We're creating the standard, building relationships. We're members of BROAC and GHBA, Greater Houston Builders Associations. These relationships have given us the ability and the opportunity to help you with your real estate purchases. We built relationships with lenders, title companies, and home repair services. We can come in and we can help you decide the way to sell your home, how to put it on the market, and the best value for it. At Platinum One Property, we want you to get the best deal and the best offer. Edward Anderson at 281-989-7987 or Dina Salazar 832-646-9054.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Everyone loves animals. Some people even make them wear seatbelts. But not all people wear seatbelts, which is ridiculous because seatbelts save lives. Don't be a statistic this year. If you love it, click it.
Bills are paid. This is the last segment of the 11 a.m. hour, and Jen, because Mack and Dina refused to behave themselves, she's going to leave the studio.
Oh.
You know, because I was trying to get her to stay, but she said, I just can't deal with them two people anymore. Yeah.
Are we sure it's them?
It's fine. I'm trying to help
Come
you.
on, Jen. Help us out here.
Okay. Bring up listing number 2, if you would, Mr. Carlos. You know, the world's hardest working producer / GM.
Yeah.
Putting up with you, I guess, is pretty tough.
The second one.
This is it?
No. Oh, it is right now. Now, this is my favorite house. The one we went to in New Braunfels. Click all photos. This house was amazing, but I'm going to shut up now.
Well, it is amazing. Listed at
Wow.
2.3. It is in the Newcomb Estates up there. It is gorgeous. And it doesn't really look like it's all that assuming from the front, but like you saw that aerial view, and it's gorgeous. So it has, we haven't gotten to the pictures of the garage yet. Of course, that is like the highlight of the home because
yes, look at that backyard.
Yeah, in the
right
backyard. So infinity edge pool. It's, look at this. Oh my goodness. I love all the windows in the back. And as I was saying, that the garage, it's a 10-car air-conditioned garage with marble floors, lighting for every single car.
Better than most houses.
Yeah. And even the wall from the garage to the house is actually glass.
Exactly.
So you can admire the garage. I mean, how many people want to admire their garage? Like,
exactly.
That's like the messiest room in my house, of course. You know, we throw things out there and close the door so no one can see.
Very well put. Thank
my
you.
garage at night.
Yeah, really put it into perspective.
Exactly.
Thanks.
But
Look at that house.
Look at that. I mean,
every little thing was thought of in this home. And it is just gorgeous. So it's up in New Braunfels, like I said, in the Newcomb Estates. John Newcomb is a famous tennis player, won Wimbledon. Fabulous man. I had the pleasure of meeting him last year at Wimbledon.
Wow.
So, but this neighborhood sits with a country club up there.
Yeah.
So if you're in this neighborhood, you get membership into the country club. It's of course, tennis country club with tennis courts. Gorgeous.
Yeah.
So
Look
there
at
it
the garage.
is.
That's beautiful.
The cars do not come with the home.
Man, this
Sorry.
is an amazing home. I've seen it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we walked
Yeah.
through when we took the bus trip up there. That house
And,
was
and how fun
amazing.
was that?
That was
Taking
awesome.
a bus trip
Yeah,
up there.
exactly. That was
Great.
awesome. We had a great time.
Look at that.
And we met great
Artwork
people.
in your garage.
Look at that. The owner of this house spared no expense.
That's right.
None.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And then even the master bedroom. So the master bedroom, beautiful views of the backyard. Kind of expect that, but when you walk into the closet, two-story closet.
What a view.
Yes, it did have. I forgot about two-story closet.
Yes, the
That's right down
two-story
my
closet.
alley.
What a
Yeah,
view.
it had a
Look at
spiral
that view.
staircase that goes down.
Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah.
See, I wouldn't want no company.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be by
Yeah,
myself.
you would be sitting out there.
By myself.
Yeah.
Perfect
Where's E.L
social
at?
distancing.
That's right.
Exactly.
I've been social distancing for years.
It's a beautiful home. I mean, every detail. Like
And it
you
had the
said,
little
was thought
slopes in the back going down to the little. It's
Yeah.
awesome. It was really, really awesome home.
Yeah.
The views.
That is awesome.
Are amazing.
That's a
The
fantastic
pool,
house.
Yeah.
All the windows, the natural light. It's just beautiful.
And it starts when you come through the front door.
Yes.
Isn't there like some houses you have to kind of make your way? No. Open the door is
It's
right there.
well, actually, even before you walk in the front door, because there's that little
Oh, that's right.
atrium
I forgot
right
about the
before you
atrium.
get
That's
to
right.
it, and there's a waterfall right there.
I forgot
you
about
hear
that.
the sounds of the water falling. It's really nice. It sets you the mood before you even open that door. And the door is this huge, wide glass, heavy door that you open up to walk in.
Yeah, so that's 2.3 at 817 Gumnut Grove, New Braunfels, Texas, 78132. And you give our good friend Jen Tran a call. And you can call me too. I'm looking to be adopted if you buy that house.
Yeah, if that's not the home for you, give Jen a call because she knows that area very well and can definitely find you what you're looking for. If you're looking for a retreat, an escape, it's just just amazing.
Is that kind of
That is an amazing house.
That neighborhood, basically, it's all custom homes, 1 acre lots, and there's a lot of lots still available up there. They were purchased by someone, and they're reselling those lots.
Okay.
But you can overlook the tennis courts, or you can be with private lakes in the back, like the one we just saw.
Yeah.
But and then you can build your own custom home if you needed to.
What do the lots pricing start at?
I'm going to say right now they're around $150, starting at that, depending on what type. Yeah, for a whole acre. And I know that because I have one up there. I'm going to build my dream home one day, and I'm retiring up there.
Don't forget.
So we already have our lot picked out, or not even picked out. We own it. So, yeah. So I'm going to build something just like this.
Don't forget the little people.
Exactly. Well, Jen's an amazing.
I didn't say the short person. I said the little people.
Little people.
Short person. Oh, yeah.
I'll say this about Jen. She's got her act together, guys, and she is a top agent selling luxury homes. I look up to her. She's fabulous at her marketing. She's very personable, very knowledgeable, 100% dedicated to her business and her family. So I love her as a human being. And if you guys need help selling anything, really, but luxury is her cup of tea.
Yep.
So how do they get a hold of you once again?
Well, I was just going to say, I didn't even pay her to say that. Thank you so much.
It's true. It's very true.
But yes. Yeah, just give me a call. 832-646-2674.
See how they use that one? See, we don't need him. We need this, so he just decorates.
Well, somebody has to be checking up on you, though.
Yeah.
Isn't that his job?
But he hasn't busted me at all.
That's true.
He's never caught me.
That's right.
Never caught me. He think I make up these city names, and I'm not.
And and she did that so well that she maybe could, trade seats with you.
No.
Very well done, Dina.
I'm social distancing from you.
Yeah.
Distancing, Can you go over there further in the corner, can you? All right.
E.L,
you stay over there and I'll stay over here.
Is so long, his arm, it reached into my area. I'm 6 feet apart, but I think he crossed the line that
I think so.
Yeah, don't do that, E.L.
Not my fault.
Yeah.
I'm E.L Craine, they are not. We are joined by the amazing Jen Tran of Keller Williams Memorial, Jen Fine Homes team. Okay. And we've done some amazing projects with her with different houses, the
luxury showcase.
Hey, bring up the last house for her, would you, Carlos? Because Mack told me we had to put her out.
Y'all know he makes that stuff up on the fly.
No, I do not.
He does. Yeah.
No, I know. Are you saying I'm embellishing again?
Yeah.
Click on the photos. Okay. And she can talk about the Waring house. No, Mack, we've been in this one too.
We did a luxury showcase here.
We did.
Fabulous one, and we even had a class there that Mack taught for us. Mm-hmm. But this a little closer to home, not in New Braunfels. So if you're looking in Houston, this is perfect location. Yeah. It is in Afton Oaks, so it's right by the River Oaks district. You can walk there, right near the Galleria. It's just, like I said, perfect spot. Elevator, first floor master, pool in the backyard, media room, room above the garage. I mean, this house has everything that the luxury buyer is looking for. This little wine room, I mean, it does. It has everything. It is listed at 1.89, and you're in luck because if you want to see this house in person, we are actually hosting 2 open houses this weekend.
Okay.
Today from 12 to 5, we've got one, and then tomorrow from 12 to 2.
Okay.
We'll be out there, so you can come out and take a look. And
this is an awesome house too.
Yeah.
This is where Mack ate up all the crab cakes.
Is it?
Yes, it is. I couldn't stop you.
That's right. Yeah.
I called security and everything.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
What's great about this house is that it's really beautiful, but it's not over the top.
It's not overwhelming.
Yeah, it is like any normal person can belong here.
It's like my mother used to say. It has warmth. It's a warm house. It's not a cold house. It's a warm house. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very, very warm.
Yeah. So the best part, or my favorite part of this house is this bathroom. Beautiful ceilings in here, and the closet is ginormous. It is so big. There's a lot of hanging space, and it has its own washer and dryer inside the closet.
There you go.
That's a cool. I like
washer
that.
and dryer in there, so that you don't have to go upstairs to the full laundry room up there, and you can just throw your stuff directly in that washer. Love it.
That's just enough space for me and my clothes. Don't need no company.
That's true.
Don't need no company.
Yeah.
Get that hat thing out
You think you can fill it up?
You don't have hats?
Yeah, I got hats for me. I want to get those hats out of here.
Oh.
Well, we'll put your own in there.
Yeah.
Replace them with yours.
We don't want all them old women hats. That means there's a woman in the house. We can't have that.
Well, E.L, we can make that happen. I think this house would be a perfect location for you. It would be. It's right down the street from your office.
Yeah, then when folks
you can almost walk to your office.
You want to stop by.
Yeah, this is the second floor. Game room, hangout room, lounge, 3 TVs. You can watch 3 ball games at one time, or 3 Hallmark movies at one time. And here's the
we taught the class,
media
right?
room. No, we taught the class in the large room, and then we have this media room in here. We didn't do it inside the media room because I didn't know how to use the equipment in there. But really, really nice. 53 square feet, and that's only inside the actual house. That doesn't include that garage apartment that I was talking about, that they turned into a exercise room for now.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Lost me in exercise.
Yeah. But if you are working from home, there's a great study, or you can turn this room into like a whole separate office. You can be completely removed from the home.
See, it's a nice, quiet, quaint backyard and stuff like that. There you go.
You see Williams Tower.
Centrally located as well, so that is a great location for that house as well.
Highland Village, River Oaks District, Galleria,
right there.
Uptown.
You're right in the middle of everything. You're literally right in the middle of everything.
Yeah. And then great backyard.
Oh, I like
you can
that.
entertain back here.
Yeah.
TV, fireplace out there.
So how do we get in contact with the amazing Jen Tran?
832-646-2674.
All right. So that's our good friend Jen Tran of Keller Williams and Jen Fine Homes team. Keller Williams Memorial, I'm sorry. The Jen Fine Homes team. And Jen, Miss Luxury. She's Miss Luxury.
Yeah,
she's
she
Madam
really
Luxury.
is.
Madam Luxury.
She's Madam Luxury. Yes.
She's Madam
indeed.
Luxury. All right. She is efficient, proficient, and she is a dynamite human being. And she didn't pay me for that either.
Yeah, she doesn't have to.
But I will need you to get your money together to find your husband. Okay, so. So, Jen, tell them how to get in contact with you one more time before you get out of here and have all these appointments and forget the little people.
Right. Great. It's 64. Oh, I'm sorry, you threw me off. It's 832-646-2674, or you can find me on Instagram or Facebook at Jen Fine Homes.
That's Jen Tran, Keller Williams, Jen Fine Homes team, Keller Williams Memorial, and she's a member of the Big 12, and she's also a very, very influential person. She's the chairman of the luxury division over at Keller Williams Memorial, but not only that, she is a resource for those who need mentoring, and she's also a resource for those in the other ladies of the Big 12. Just reach out and call and reach out. So that's our good friend Jen Tran. So because she's sick of Mack, she's gonna leave. He has that effect on people. I can't leave, but I'm trying to get him to leave.
Yeah, he's not going to leave.
He's not going to leave. It's a hostage situation.
He won't.
Yeah.
He need to do better what he's doing. Ugh.
Well, thank you for having me today.
We love
Had a
having
great
you
time.
today. Thank you. And we'll get this information out about the 3 listings.
Okay.
We're going to push that, and we're going to do some releases. And Mack's going to try to do the right thing with his editing. He's not very good, but he's going to try to do the right thing. And I'm going to send you the whole thing so you can let whoever do the editing.
Well, hey, it's better than I trying to do it.
Me either.
He's so full of it. You know that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I know him well.
Just like, he's full of 6'7" full of it, right?
Exactly.
So that means that he is just so much more full of it than the rest of society because
I'm in the room.
He's just full of it.
I can hear you. I can totally hear you. Jay, give me your telephone number one more time.
832-646-2674.
That is Jen Tran of Keller Williams Memorial, Jen Fine Homes team, as well as the chairman of the luxury division at Keller Williams Memorial, which means she is a luxury specialist.
That's right.
And I think she's the big cheese, personally.
She really is.
There you go. So we're going to close out the first hour. Jen is going to forgive me for having her sit next to Mack, and we'll go from there.
Bye.
Bye. Good to see you, Jen.
Thanks, Jen.
Thank you.
Osborne Advisors, the official commercial mortgage company for Real Estate U on 91.1 FM The Boss. Again, that is Osborne Advisors for all your commercial mortgage needs. Osborne Advisors, REULoan.com. That is REULoan.com for all your commercial mortgage needs at 91.1 FM.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNY 91.1 FM.
At Eddie here, Platinum One Properties. We're creating the standard, building relationships. We're members of BROAC and GHBA, Greater Houston Builders Associations. These relationships have given us the ability and the opportunity to help you with your real estate purchases. We've built relationships with lenders, title companies, and home repair services. We can come in and we can help you decide the way to sell your home, how to put it on the market, and the best value for it. At Platinum One Property, we want you to get the best deal and the best offer. Edward Anderson at 281-989-7987 or Dina Salazar 832-646-9054.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
We all want to protect what we love, and we know that child safety seats and seatbelts save lives. Yet 3 out of 4 kids aren't buckled in correctly. And in 2016, 42% of Texas teens who died in crashes weren't wearing a seatbelt. Don't be a statistic. If you love it, click it. That includes you, too. Buckle up. Every rider, every ride.
We're back. Bills are paid. Mack is still here. Dina's still husbanding us. But we're doing the best we can. We're literally doing the best we can to make sure that we get her a husband. So, D, what have you done this past week?
Well, it's been an extremely busy time. So, been doing a lot of work with buyers and sellers and some commercial stuff as well. So it's been a really good time.
Right. Mack, how's your week been?
Good. Very busy. Very busy.
I know there's a lot of buying still going on. Are your buyers, Dina, are they new construction buyers or
both?
Both? A little bit of both? What's volume?
I would say my buyers, because of the multi-offer situations that take place and overbidding and stuff, have become so frustrated that if they can't make it after losing twice for multi-offer situation, they jump on to the new home builder and secure a house.
Mack, are you seeing a lot of having to change the loan approval amounts? Are you seeing a lot of that because of the multiple offers?
No, I haven't seen that, but I have seen people make offers above sales price. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
just go ahead right out the gate. You know, it's clear that especially inside the loop areas.
Right.
I've seen them make far above the asking price.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was coming back in yesterday from out of town.
And you know what? I've even seen it. I have a couple of buyers that are looking in the Hill Country. Same thing in the Hill Country.
Really?
Far above asking.
Wow.
Yes, if they really want the house, I've had them go quite a bit above the asking price.
So I'm going to do something for you, not because I like you. Let's be real clear on that, okay?
Sure.
We're straight.
Yeah, we're straight on
we're
that.
Straight
Yeah, I get that. I get
okay,
that. I mean,
we've
made no bones about that here on the show now for as long as we've been here, right?
Louisiana stuff here, okay? This is the You Need Us Louisiana show, not we need you. Okay. So what I want you to do,
what do you want me to do?
I want you to look in that camera.
Craine.
I want to look in that camera, and this is the Mack Mortgage Minute. Tell them why they should work with you.
Oh, wow. Okay. So, why would you want to work with Mortgage Mack? I've done this, 26 years, a couple thousand times, and, my objective when working with a buyer is to work with them and help them do the loan in the same fashion that I would do it even for myself.
Okay.
I just can't. I feel obliged to do that. I look at the transaction the same way I would look at it if it were my own.
Okay. That says plenty, though.
It does.
Says plenty about him.
It really does.
Right. And his knowledge I give him grief, but his knowledge really can't be compared, you know, and stuff like that. So basically, when you're dealing with Mack, you have a situation where you have a person that is engaged in the process, not just doing the process.
Exactly.
He's engaged in the process. He's taking you by the hand. He's Zoom calling with you, getting you up to speed on what's necessary for this loan process to make sure that all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed, because we was laughing about it earlier. He's not going to let a deadline pass. He is not going to let a deadline pass.
You know what? That means a whole heck of a
Yes,
lot.
it does.
Right about now. Yeah.
He's not going to let deadline pass because
I closed.
Yes, he does.
Yesterday.
You know. Now,
originated, processed, and closed it.
But see, his efficiency is not about his wonderfulness; it's about his greed. Okay, I know what big.
How about,
I would be real clear on that.
3 grandchildren and Christmas. You know, how about that?
Let's go with that. Then.
I'm going with
You know
that.
what? I'm going to make a comment.
Okay.
Because on my side, sometimes we don't get to pick the lenders our clients bring and so forth.
Right.
I have had a couple of clients who whose lenders issued pre-approval letters.
Right.
Who said everything was going great and all this stuff during the check-ins and stuff like this. Day or before closing, oh, we need an extension. You know, okay, well, you know, sometimes you get it and sometimes you don't.
Right.
And then a week or two, like, you know what, we couldn't do the loan.
Yes.
And then, you know, when you dig into the reasons, it was, you know, either income to debt ratio that was too high, or it was something else that was obvious from the very beginning.
Right.
And so what happens is during these times, there's some lenders that don't take the time to properly qualify the clients, or they don't know how from lack of experience. Like Mack saying, he's been doing this a number of years. So an experienced lender will qualify a person well within the first week or two, possibly.
Right.
But after that, I mean, if they can't get it done, what's happening if you don't meet the deadlines is potentially losing the client's earnest money.
That's
and
right.
so what's happening
That's
with
right.
lenders that are greedy and stuff like this, or just careless, you know, they're just throwing everything together and seeing if they can make it work without really knowing or caring, because they have so much on their plate, I guess. I'm not sure what the reason is exactly, but it's not taking into consideration the loss of the real estate agent's time,
credibility,
and then they're not taking into account the client's emotions that are getting all, you know, work toward this, giving notices at their apartments or wherever they're living to move, and then come to find out at the 11th hour that they were never qualified to buy a home to begin with.
It happens a lot. Not with him.
Not with him. But
He don't waste his time. I'll give him that. He don't waste his time.
If that happens, you know, in our office, I mean, I really have a hard time. If I see that lender come across the table and there's a multiple offer situation that I have a listing on, you guess whose lender I'm not going to go with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I can tell you a couple of real experiences that I had this week. One, I had an experience with a young couple, right? And you know, they applied, and it's amazing that people don't really know how much money they make, right? They think they make, a lot of times they think they make a lot more than they really do.
They really do.
Right? or you know, that they say, well, I make this much per hour. Okay, but how many hours a week do you work? And I mean, I just had a young couple buying their first home. You can hear the baby crying in the background. And they called me because their agent told them to call me. They had been to a couple of other people. And I'm like, has anybody ever asked you questions like this? Because you could tell from looking at the application, they've applied at a couple of different places. They're like, no, nobody asked me that. I said, well, you know, I think that what you should do is you should go get your pay stubs like right now, if you know, because they have a house, they want to make an offer on a house. And sure enough, you know, I'm look at the pay stubs, and you know, they had no business buying in the price range they were looking at.
Right.
None.
Because that's the selfish part of some providers of services.
But nobody had actually spent the time with them to say, you know what, do you really want a payment of $1,800? Because that's what the payment on this home would be. And they're like, no.
Yeah.
No.
But see, at the end of the day, when it comes to educating these buyers, you guys lean on honesty. You lean on truth. It's not, you know, like when I was on that side of the room, it was always, if you lean into the truth and you explain the process to these people, they are clients for life.
Exactly.
If you don't, they're going to feel burned. And a lot of those people who got burnt lost those homes because there was no truth involved in helping them secure those homes.
And you know what? I had another real scenario where I had some folks applied this week, and they were looking at a rather large sales price, and well over 600, almost approaching 700 price range, and through the application, they put 4% down. And I'm looking at that, and for me, that's a clear indicator that this person doesn't really fully have a grasp of what this process looks like. And so, after spending an hour on the phone with them, it was clear to me that they really just weren't even ready to apply yet.
Right.
And for a lot of people, if you're self-employed or you own property, commercial property, and you have some, I wouldn't say complicated, but sort of out of the box. Hey, I don't work for Shell, and I have an 800 credit score, I got a 401k, and I got money in the bank. That's just kind of a square peg in a square hole. But some people don't have square peg in a square hole lives and finances, and those are the people that really need to do a good job at preparing not just your first-time home buyers, because these weren't first-time home buyers. These were people that wanting to buy a nice house on in Galveston and with complicated finances. You really got to put those things together.
Well, the whole thing is what you do before we go to break
and lay the groundwork in advance.
You guys take a consultative approach. Most people in your business, realtor and lender, do not take a consultative approach. And they don't.
And but in another great example that I had this week, though, is that somebody's getting ready, they get their closing their CD, and they call me and they said, "I can't believe the figure." What do you mean you can't believe? Where did you get this?
Hold that thought while we go to break, because he is Mack, long-winded Blankenship, First Community Credit Union.
That's right.
He has no hesitancy about overshooting our breaks. Okay. I'm E.L Craine.
Taking over the show.
Take a break, Carlos. Osborne Advisors, the official commercial mortgage company for Real Estate U on 91.1 FM The Boss. Again, that is Osborne Advisors for all your commercial mortgage needs. Osborne Advisors, REULoan.com. That is REULoan.com for all your commercial mortgage needs at 91.1 FM.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNY 91.1 FM.
It's time to change. If you like country, we play it. If you like pop, we play it. If you like Latin music, we play it. If you like rock and roll, we play it. Because no one does fusion music like we do. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
One donation saves 3 lives. To the Hero Bus. Donation time. Hey, you ready to donate? Oh, blood bomb.
Eddie here, Platinum One Properties. We're creating the standard, building relationships. We're members of BROAC and GHBA, Greater Houston Builders Associations. These relationships have given us the ability and the opportunity to help you with your real estate purchases. We've built relationships with lenders, title companies, and home repair services. We can come in and we can help you decide the way to sell your home, how to put it on the market, and the best value for it. At Platinum One Property, we want you to get the best deal and the best offer. Edward Anderson at 281-989-7987 or Dina Salazar 832-646-9054.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Well, it's going to be a beautiful sunny day today, and we can expect much more of the same.
Motorcycles are not invisible, but they can seem that way to drivers who aren't paying close attention. Look twice for motorcycles. There's a life riding on it.
This is E.L Craine of Real Estate U here each and every Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on 91.1 FM The Boss. Remember, that's Real Estate U. Insightful, informative, and a little humor tossed in. Real Estate U, listening live, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. each and every Saturday at 91.1 The Boss. Okay, we're back. Bills are paid. I'm E.L Craine. They are not. We have Mr. Long-Winded over there. Boy, if he ever get caught in the middle of the ocean, we don't have to worry about him drowning because he can hold his breath for a long ass time.
Oh my God.
That's right, folks. That's exactly right. I have a lot to say. You know, I figure after 26 years in the mortgage business, I have a lot to say.
Oh my God.
Oh, so Mr. Blankenship,
What?
we still got the 100% program going on
We do.
over there?
Absolutely.
How many people, let's say we use a scale, out of every 10, how many are you seeing that can qualify for that?
I'd say 7.
Really?
Yeah, 7. It's amazing. People have just become, you know, and I think scoring has really helped, right? And
Those are new scoring models?
Not the newer scoring models, but just the idea of having access to that information.
Yeah.
You know, because when I got in the business, the credit report was a mystery, right?
Yeah.
True.
It's just not a mystery anymore.
Right.
And I think people do, at least in that particular area, do a much better job of getting prepared for purchasing a home than what they did in the past, and or having that information available to them kind of gives them the feedback they need to say,
make the
hey,
adjustments
to say, look, they take pride in having that high score.
You know, I was, in my own mind, I said, yeah, probably that program, he probably getting 3 or 4 out of 10. 7, I was nowhere near 7.
Or maybe it's just me and the agents I do business with and the people in my database that come to me, and then, pretty much everybody really has good credit.
Did he just brag
good
just then? He just bragged.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he did.
He totally just bragged.
So what do you call good credit?
740 and above. Okay? But the program allows 720 and above, but 740 and above is considered excellent credit.
Can I get an exception down to 680?
No. Well, I mean, you can still do a loan at 680.
I want 100%, damn it.
Not 100%.
So what do you suggest for people who have not purchased a home and they're wondering about their credit? Should they just, first of all, look into one of these like Credit Karma or something like that, or?
I wouldn't, and like I share with people, I would do the advice I give to people with regards to the process and how to do your loan is probably the same advice I would give myself if it were me.
Yeah.
So what I would do if I were unsure, I would just go apply. Find somebody that I like and trust, even if I'm looking at 30 days. 6 months down the road is look, let me go apply, have somebody with that knowledge look at my credit report and maybe make some suggestions that I can do between now and the next 6 months to get prepared to maximize the opportunities that exist with regards to having a much higher score for a lower interest rate, lower mortgage insurance, and possibly qualifying for a zero down loan.
And people, when you get those credit card offers in the mail, throw them in the trash.
And you know what, I think something else too is that the consumers are misled, and I wouldn't say misled, but misunderstand credit scoring. When I got in the business, it took 2 weeks to get a credit report, right?
Yeah.
There was one printer and one computer in the whole office, and all it did was, generate credit reports, and it was a dot matrix printer. When it went off, guess what? You could hear it across the office, and you'd run down the hall to see if it was your customer's credit report, so you could see if the application you took 2 weeks ago, see if the people qualify.
My first house I ever bought wasn't a tri-merger. They used one credit report.
One credit report.
It was one credit. It wasn't a tri-merge report. It was one credit report.
That's right. Tri-merges were just an innovative invention because we had to read 3 credit reports.
Right.
But obviously things have changed, and the credit scores. We started using credit scores, but we weren't allowed to give them to the consumer.
Really?
Really. We were not. In the very beginning, when we start in the industry, we started using the FICO modeling credit scores in our credit reports. It was part of our contract with who we bought those scores from, stated that we were not allowed to give them to the consumer.
So is there a fee to apply at First Community?
No.
Okay, so if somebody is listening and they're like, I have no idea where I stand with my credit, or if I'm capable of buying, they can actually go to First Community Credit or go online.
They come to me
and speak to you and review the credit score, see where they're at, and if they're not ready, you can kind of guide them a little bit in the right direction and kind of figure things out. Is that?
I really think that if you're unsure, that's really a great way to begin to create, I would say, knowledge. That's to prepare and educate yourself to get rid of the anxieties associated with the mortgage process. Because when I got in the business 26 years ago, there was a mystery to credit, there was a mystery to approval, there was a mystery to the whole process, and it was hard to take out a lot of those anxieties because the information just wasn't available. Now it's available everywhere, and you can prepare and educate yourself, or you can, come to me and I'll help prepare and educate you so you can get rid of the anxiety associated with the process.
I encourage
really
everybody to do that because if you're renting right now, I had a young lady that was renting a 2-bedroom apartment for her and her kid and was paying about $1,500 a month.
Woo!
And so she went and she closed on her home a few months ago now, and her payment was like $100 more. And she had a 3-bedroom house, a backyard, fenced-in backyard, brand new home.
Yeah.
And she was quite proud of herself, and with reason. It was like it makes perfect sense to not throw your money away when you don't have to. If you have the credit and you have employment. It's worth looking into.
And recognize when you're paying rent, you're paying somebody else's mortgage.
You are.
You are paying somebody else's mortgage.
You're paying somebody else's taxes, somebody else's insurance, somebody else's mortgage. You there's just no denying that.
And I found nowadays, you try to explain the value of home ownership. That's a tough conversation. It's a tough conversation when they are so embedded in renting.
Yeah.
It's a tough conversation to make them even understand how viable it is and how smart it is to purchase.
Yeah.
I have a friend of mine right now. Yes, I'm talking about you because she listens to the show.
Yes, she's talking about you.
I'm talking about you. She pays $4,300 a month rent.
What?
Yes. What? Because she's in the Galleria.
What?
Yes, $4,300 for a 2-bedroom condo over there, $4,300 a month.
Wow, and I ran numbers yesterday for somebody that's buying a house on the beach, and the payment's $4,300.
Yeah. Nice
house on the beach, beautiful house on the beach.
Yeah. And the interest rates are low too. Yeah. Come on, it's a perfect time. And it makes perfect sense. And if you're afraid, I have the same thing happen all the time. What if I lose my job, or what if this or that? There's always a what if. That what if is going to always hold us back in anything we do in life. But what if something happened? And this is my response is, okay, you can lease this house. We can sell this house again.
Right.
So either which way, you can get out if you had to. It is an investment. It is something you're not throwing your money away at, and you can't wait until foreclosure letters hit you
and
before you call your realtor.
And you can negotiate with your lender on home ownership. You cannot negotiate with your apartment owner.
You
That's
cannot.
Right. That's right.
And I was going to say that as a homeowner, I think that you have more rights in that ownership process than somebody that's just a landlord versus tenant process.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Exactly. So it's always a smarter thing to try and do if you can, and the timing has to be right too. So naturally, you want to get with a lender who can consult with you and review things properly.
Is that him?
It'd be one of them, yeah.
Is
There's a handful of good ones that I know, and a whole bunch of them that just can't. They don't care, and they're just doing some crazy things. And
he took care of my son, so I got to like him because he took care of my son.
He's very conscientious.
Yeah,
he knows his stuff.
But I don't like him.
We know that. It's okay.
But you don't like anybody.
I have been not liked by many people.
Can I be the fan club president?
Absolutely. And you know what? As long as you charge for membership and I get a cut.
It's not about you. This is about me.
What?
Never lose sight of that. It's about me. It's not about you. Okay, that's my good friend, Mack Blankenship. He of the knowledge and guru status at First Community Credit Union. Right. If you want a mortgage loan, he is the person you're going to call. I'm not going to say his hashtag.
Hashtag Mortgage Mack.
No, he can say stuff like that because I was feeling something coming on just then. Okay.
Hashtag Mortgage Mack. Bring it up, Carlos.
No, don't do it. My eyes going to burn. And then we have the lovely Dina Salazar of Platinum One Properties, who are setting the standard, buying, selling, and leasing. And Dina's been doing residential and commercial and leasing and stuff like that. And she's been in the business for 47 years. She might not look like she's 92, but she is 92 years old.
Dina, here, hit him with that. There you go.
It's not long enough. I can't
believe you let him get away with that.
She is the best looking 92-year-old woman you have ever seen in your life. Look at her. Why can't I get her a husband? Because she's 92. Anyway, I'm E.L Craine there.
It's right around the corner, E.L.
Right. Okay, that is Dina. She is older than she look.com.
That's true.
Yeah, she older than she look.com. All right. This woman, my favorite person on the planet, this woman, I love her to death. Help me. Help her.
Find a husband.
Help her.
Find a husband.
Find a husband. She pays her own bills.com. She can just look for a husband.
I do.
She pays her own bill.com. She not looking for a scholarship. She pays her own way. Okay, we're going to take a break, pay some bills.
I think they call that a sugar daddy, right?
Yeah.
Osborne Advisors, the official commercial mortgage company for Real Estate U on 91.1 FM The Boss. Again, that is Osborne Advisors for all your commercial mortgage needs. Osborne Advisors, REULoan.com. That is REULoan.com for all your commercial mortgage needs at 91.1 FM.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNY 91.1 FM.
Eddie here, Platinum One Properties. We're creating the standard, building relationships. We're members of BROAC and GHBA, Greater Houston Builders Associations. These relationships have given us the ability and the opportunity to help you with your real estate purchases. We built relationships with lenders, title companies, and home repair services. We can come in and we can help you decide the way to sell your home, how to put it on the market, and the best value for it. At Platinum One Property, we want you to get the best deal and the best offer. Edward Anderson at 281-989-7987 or Dina Salazar 832-646-9054.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM. We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your fusion radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll. All in one station, mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY New Waverly, Texas, 91.1 FM, The Boss. It's time to change. If you like country, we play it. If you like pop, we play it. If you like Latin music, we play it. If you like rock and roll,
Gonna spend that.
we play it because no one does fusion music like we do. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
We're back. Bills are paid, and she's still single. I'm E.L Craine. This is the lovely Dina Salazar, and we have Mack Blankenship, who's changing his girlfriend's name in his phone to COVID-19.
He said no, he would not change it. Thank you.
you.
Yeah.
Huh? He changed his mind?
No, he said never. Don't get Mack in trouble.
Don't get me in trouble, man.
Do not do that.
Yeah, he the one suggested he changed it to COVID-19, not me. Okay.
Folks that have watched this show long enough know better.
Yeah, they know better.
Yeah. They know who the troublemaker is.
Misunderstood. Totally misunderstood.
Yeah. I know, and you can't help it either, right?
I cannot help it.
Yep, it's not your fault.
Not at all.
No, you probably blame it on your sisters your whole life, right?
No, I'm scared of them. Okay. Dina Salazar has some listings that she's going to bring up. Which one are you going to bring up first, Dee?
I don't know. Which one is going to come up, Carlos? Okay, 5002 Limbar Drive. That's in Houston. It's near Meyerland. It's a beautiful corner lot. And that is a 2,484 square foot home that sits on a 10,535 square foot lot.
That's a nice size lot.
That's a great lot. Look at the floors. They're beautiful hardwood floors throughout the entire house. Beautiful. Look at that open concept. Wonderful quartz countertops, soft closed cabinets.
I like that.
It's got plenty of natural lighting that comes in. All the windows are double pane. New appliances installed, stainless steel, electrical. Everything has been redone. And it has a lifetime transferable foundation warranty.
That's awesome.
All the plumbing underneath has been redone as well. So you come in there, you don't have to do a thing. So this is a home you want to see. It's a one-story, beautiful plan. You have 2 bedrooms as you enter to the right, and the other 2 bedrooms on the other side of the house, and the master leading out to the covered patio as well. So it's a beautiful plan.
I love, like I said, I used to live over the area. I love that area.
Yeah,
I really love that area.
You have the Kroger, which is just 5 minutes from you. If you want to walk, even you could just walk across.
Walking
there.
is outside.
Okay. Well, you couldn't walk. You can take your car and get there in 2 minutes. Okay. Yeah. You're right outside. There. I mean, it's the freeway is not far. You're centrally located, so you can't go wrong.
See, for me to have that house, I would have to have bulletproof windows.
Why?
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 I can only imagine why.
Well, see, you'll get a kick out of this, right? I was talking to a friend of mine. Actually, she's my college girlfriend. We was talking to this girl, right? And she says, you haven't changed. She watches the show, right? She said, when are you going to change? I said, I'm different. She says, no, you're not. And I said, why did you say that? She says, put it to you this way. Wherever you live, you should have bulletproof windows. I said, that wasn't that bad. She said, you was hell on wheels in college. I said, what? She says, don't think from 1 minute that Larry didn't tell me the story. My friend Larry, we went to homecoming last year, and all my friends was around me said, duck. And I was like, what is wrong with y'all? One of your ex-girlfriends from college is up there with a sniper rifle.
Oh, dang. Oh, my gosh. Well, then you don't want this house. This house is great for somebody else because, this is a master.
Yes.
So we did, and it is beautiful. The bathroom, it's got a huge walk-in shower. There goes your backyard. You could put a pool back there. It's plenty of space. 2-car garage.
It's pool ready for sure.
Yeah, it is. It's a beautiful home. Everything's been redone on this house. So again, you need to come check it out. There's plenty of upgrades. Too many to mention right now. If you would like to schedule a showing, there's also a 3D tour online.
What's an online 3D tour?
Yeah, if you go to har.com and type in 5002 Limbar, Lymbar, you can click on photos or the 3D tour and see it that way. And if you like it enough to want to come see it in person, the home is vacant at this time, and we can schedule a private tour for you. You can just reach out, call 832-646-9054 or text and set that up.
Okay, that's good. But I just got a text for you, Dina, on that house. Is there a way to get a certificate that it's never flooded?
No, it has flooded once.
Oh, okay, this has flooded.
It has flooded once during Harvey.
Okay.
It does sit up I think on a higher elevation because many, homes in general flooded multiple times. This home had never flooded until Harvey.
Yeah, because my house that I used to have would have never flooded until Harvey.
Yeah, many homes, unfortunately, that had never flooded during Harvey experienced that. Yeah. But this home has, again, it's awesome. So I wouldn't.
Oh, it's a beautiful home.
Yeah,
I love that.
I would not get that home just because of the one incident with Harvey.
If I was in the market to come back into the city, I would love a house like that or that area even because
it's hard to find a nice one.
Exactly. So that's my good friend Dina Salazar, and she's sharing the studio with Mack Blankenship, who changed his girlfriend's call number in his phone to COVID-19. So, hey, do you have a ringtone?
Siren.
Poison. Mack, when it comes to
I hope Giselle isn't listening to this.
Mack, when it comes to flooded homes, is there a certificate you need after a phone has been flooded, or I'm trying to figure out. See, I've never had a flooded home, so I'm trying to understand what happens after a flood.
They may be referring to the elevation certificate.
Okay, I guess
because with the elevation certificate, you can definitely shop and get more accurate quotes for insurance and stuff like that.
Yeah, and you know what? I've had owners who've owned their home who didn't carry flood insurance. Maybe at some point in their career or some point in the ownership process received notification, probably just didn't pay any attention to it, but and then come to me refinance. I had one earlier this year, came to me to refinance, and it's in a flood zone. You got to purchase homeowners you got to purchase flood insurance, and Fannie now requires that I escrow that flood insurance.
Hey,
did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
No,
it's a requirement. So you can pay your taxes and insurance on your own, but if you're in a flood zone.
But what if you have to
include
what
that
if you're in a house before it became a part of the flood zone? Are you grandfathered in not having to pay flood insurance?
Well, it just depends upon whether the lender makes a directive for you to carry it, and I've got to assume that if they're notified that the property is now in a flood zone.
I was just looking at the premium. Like look, when I bought this house, do I get the flood insurance based upon what the premium did? I
think that would be an insurance agent question. Yeah,
okay.
I don't know the
if you
answer
saw
to that.
anything like that.
But I've seen people transfer existing policies from seller to owner. I've seen that to try to save
There's
money.
There's a few listings that actually indicate that the current insurance policy can be transferred.
Okay, learn something new every day. I've always wondered that. Like what? I was in the floodplain in July. Now I'm in the floodplain in August. Do I get to still, because it's cheaper when you're not in the floodplain versus when you're in the floodplain. So I need to know if it's retroactive. Do I get
that? That's a good question. I think that would be an answer for an insurance agent.
So call up an insurance agent. What's wrong with you, Jordan? What's taking so long?
Let me do
I'm going to tell you another thing that happened this week, E.L.
Yes.
A couple of sellers.
Because I was out of town.
Yeah. Well, as you start seeing properties and everything, real estate agents many times don't have information. We're relying on our sellers to be
honest.
So the seller's disclosures are filled out.
Okay.
And I'll give you one instance in which a seller said there had only been one instance of flooding. Then the client, during the option period, consulted with his insurance provider to get a quote. And that home had multiple floodings, at least 5.
Whoa.
Really?
Claims on the house. And so many times sellers who don't realize that's just readily accessible information.
Oh.
And, if the person had not checked and gotten into, closing and stuff and, lawsuits, anything can happen afterwards, and it's very serious and involves everyone. I promise you.
Involves everyone.
Yeah.
I think full disclosure is just critical. I had a real small scenario this week where, a gentleman had applied several months ago, and he lives out of state, and and he just. Just kind of really lackadaisical about the whole concept, right? And it's just like, oh, well, I qualify. I know I qualify, right? And then writes a contract, and then wants to change the application and add a spouse, and failed to disclose property that they owned.
Oh, wow.
And it's free and clear, right? But still, we're going to find out.
It's still a liability.
We're going to find out. You still have a liability and people are like, well, I own it. Okay, but you still have a liability for taxes.
That's right.
Possibly insurance and homeowners associations. Now, it didn't homeowner association dues. Now, it didn't prevent him from qualifying, but it could have.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that's why full disclosures, similar to what you're talking about, is just really critical in the process because it just and at that point it's not my fault, it's not your fault. It's hey, the responsibility rests with the consumer because, or in this instance, your seller didn't fully disclose.
And with so many tools out there, you're gonna be found out.
You're gonna find it.
Somebody's gonna find out. Though that I just on the way here, I had a client say, you know what. We didn't know, they were in the option period. The seller was on Channel 11 News about a year ago complaining about the sewage backing up and the city not handling that stuff. And so I have the link on my phone, right? And he goes, I want my option fee money back because that's not on the seller's disclosure.
Wow.
And stuff. And he goes, and I says, wow, that is a big deal. So I clicked on the link. And there goes the homeowner.
Wow.
On video.
Yes.
It's good.
You'll never know what you can find.
So like I'm saying, it came out and it's like, wow. So now I have to reach out and, to the listing agent who probably has no clue about this.
No disclosure.
And say, hey, we're going to be out on that deal and this is why. And they also want their option fee back, even though just the principle of the thing. It's not like it's a lot of money, but it's still, it's like, why are you going to lie about that?
And,
or leave it off, I guess.
And a lot of them don't read. They just sign a thing they don't read.
Yeah.
And when you say read, what do you use?
I mean, like the disclosures, what the disclosures mean, how it impacts the transaction. They don't read.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. I have a scenario where, person, they get their CD and they're like, oh my God. And I'm like, well, we send you this paperwork for a reason.
To evaluate,
for you to read it, right? And if you don't understand what you're reading, the door's open. Just contact me, right? And I try, when I try to visit people even before you get to that stage, because I'm hoping that, if I've done my job and I have visited with you and we've laid the groundwork for a successful transaction, when I send you those disclosures, it should be just, oh yeah, that's what Mack said. It would be this. Mack said it would be this. But if you don't read it at all and you're not paying attention, well, in this instance, there was no upfront appointment. It's hey, my realtor told me to call you. I have a contract. Yeah.
So again, ladies and gentlemen, Mack Long-Winded Blankenship has taken us over our spot time, and so we're going to take a break, pay some bills, and wash his mouth out with soap. I'm E.L Craine.
Osborne Advisors, the official commercial mortgage company for Real Estate U on 91.1 FM The Boss. Again, that is Osborne Advisors for all your commercial mortgage needs. Osborne Advisors, REULoan.com. That is REULoan.com for all your commercial mortgage needs at 91.1 FM.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNY 91.1 FM.
It's time to change. If you like country, we play it. If you like pop, we play it. If you like Latin music, we play it. If you like rock and roll, we play it. Because no one does fusion music like we do. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
Eddie here, Platinum One Properties. We're creating the standard, building relationships. We're members of BROAC and GHBA, Greater Houston Builders Associations. These relationships have given us the ability and the opportunity to help you with your real estate purchases. We built relationships with lenders, title companies, and home repair services. We can come in and we can help you decide the way to sell your home, how to put it on the market, and the best value for it. At Platinum One Property, we want you to get the best deal and the best offer. Edward Anderson at 281-989-7987 or Dina Salazar 832-646-9054.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Okay, we're back, and I just survived seeing a video on Dina's camera, and this is about stupid people. So I have to tell a story about a stupid person. Okay.
Did you just use that word? I don't think you're supposed to.
You, as a seller, are compelled to fully disclose issues with your home. That means if there is an issue with the plumbing, with the electrical, with the roof, with the sewage, you are compelled to disclose. If there are warranties expiring, you are compelled to disclose. So this idiot has his house on the market, not thinking that the truth is going to come out. So this is what this idiot does. Over a year ago, he complains and gets on the news. And we all know anything that goes on the internet never ceases to exist. So this dumb bunny is selling his home, does not fully disclose, and then somebody anonymously submits a video of him disclosing to the news people, but not disclosing to the person who wants to buy his home. And now he should not be shocked that that person no longer wants to buy the home. My attitude is, if you got poop running through all the house, you need to disclose. If you have sewage back up in the house, you need to disclose.
Did he just say the poop word? He just said the poop word.
If you have an issue with the home you are trying to sell, you need to disclose. So, Mr. Dumb Bunny, now that it is all out there for the world to see that you was complaining about the backup in your house that flooded your home with all the refuse from the San Jacinto River in your living room, you need to disclose. So live there and live long and prosper.
Oh, God. I think it's time to go to a commercial after that, isn't it?
I'm E.L Craine, and they are not. I am here to lean into the truth.
Thank you, E.L. Thank you.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know, disclose, people. If you're selling, disclose. We need to know these things.
Yeah.
And
if you're buying, disclose.
Yeah, buying, disclose.
You know?
But most importantly, don't leave a video trail of the bad information. What is wrong with you?
Oh, man.
We have Dina's other listing coming up. Here we
okay.
go. It's my job to tell these people this type of stuff.
It is.
That's my job.
Okay, so 5417 McCulloch Circle in Houston, 77056. It's very close to the 610 loop.
That's by my office.
Yeah, it's minutes away from the Galleria. This is a really quaint community where you can find this home.
Did she just say quaint?
It is quaint.
Oh, God.
It's 3,016 square feet.
That's not quaint.
And it's a beautifully well-built home. Check out the hardwood floors.
Island kitchen, all the wet areas. Yeah. Oh, I like those cabinets.
So
I like those cabinets.
They're not your cheapo.
I know you can tell they're not.
Yeah. And there you go. That's a dining area.
I can see people want to come over. No, I want to come.
Yeah, you might not. That might not be good for you.
No.
Yeah.
Why you here? That's what I've been saying. Why you here?
So you have high ceilings. You have plenty of natural lighting coming in. You have a small patio in the back. Granite countertops. Stainless steel appliances.
That's a good looking house.
Yeah, it's very well built.
I'd have bought that house in my bad behavior days.
Yeah.
I don't behave bad anymore. I'm going to get me a girlfriend I can call COVID-19 like Mack.
But you cannot do the same thing because Mack does honeydews and I don't think you are.
No.
You won't do no honeydews.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing today, this
Yeah.
afternoon.
E.L doesn't want to break a sweat.
No, we do not.
Yeah.
You know, I have appearances to keep up.
Exactly.
No sweat around this brow.
Here goes your master bath.
Awesome bathtub.
Yeah, nice walk-in closet.
Yeah, I might be able to make that walk-in closet work. Might have had to take over the walk-in closet in the other room.
Exactly. View from the back. You get your covered patio. And there you go. It's fully fenced.
Nice.
Ready
Very nice.
for move-in. So if you're looking in this particular area, please give me a call at 832-646-9054. You can go online. There's also a 3D tour of this home. It's 5417 McCulloch Circle. And if you go to HAR.com, it's MLS number 302-83688.
When they need, give me your number too, D.
832-646-9054. You can call or text that number.
There you go. That's our good friend Dina Salazar, Broker Deluxe, award-winning broker, Platinum One Properties. You go to PlatinumOneProperties.com, put in the whole word one, and Mac, this is going to make your day. A text I just got.
What?
My sister said, keep on picking on that man. You better start looking both ways when you go to the parking lot.
I already do. Trust me.
Oh my gosh, your sister makes me laugh. All of them, really. I love it. Love it.
I like that.
What side is she supposed to be on? Yeah, my sisters, I don't like none of them. Just kidding.
I know you are.
Look at him. He was quick. Did you see how quick he said that?
Oh,
He was
yeah. Mac, what you got going on in the upcoming week, my friend?
You know, I have several closings. And, you know, I'm still practicing stay home. I don't, you know, and work safe. So I don't
Where's
get
the
out.
fun
You
in
know,
that?
yeah, what's that?
Where's the fun in that?
I know.
That is so you. He was a midget in another life. He was a midget in another life.
Goodness.
He was totally a midget in another life.
Max having some
Can we
technical
do that again? Let's do that again.
Boom.
With this chair.
Yeah, see? Keep messing with me. See, I did it right around.
Yeah, but yeah, so I have several closings, and
You don't go to your closing anymore?
no, and you know, and I don't think most people want you there. You
They
know,
don't really want us there.
They don't want us there.
I'm in the area though. Like I had to close the last couple of closings where I was at a distance or waiting outside because I just want to be accessible in case there's an issue, especially with first-time home buyers. I know they're a little frightened, and it's a weird time.
I'm not sure title companies want you there.
Yeah, some
You'd
will tell
be
you not to.
surprised.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
You know, because we're not living in a normal world.
About 50-60% of the agents, they're still coming to the closing, but they are doing what you're doing. They're not going into the signing.
We're wearing our masks,
right?
You know,
yeah.
And many times we're wearing our gloves too,
right?
So, and that's with showings as well.
But there's a lot of hand holding going on.
Yeah.
And I guess they probably are first-time home buyers. As I think about it,
yeah, absolutely. And you can still do that same hand holding and that same contact type relationship, but it's just electronic now, and like I'm fixing to do this.
How are you and Gazella doing dance lessons? And that's not social distancing.
Well, actually, it's not. But
okay, so I don't need to preach about social distancing.
We do
I
the
need to stop right there.
We do the temperature stuff right before you go in, and it's just you and
your
teacher.
You got a temperature gun?
Yeah, absolutely, they do have a temperature.
Oh, I was asking, do you have a temperature gun?
I do not, but Gazella does.
Well, honestly, many times lenders don't go to closings anyhow, so they're not.
I used to go all the time.
Yeah, but a lot of them.
Yeah, I used to go all the time because we have a really nice, we have a closing gift, and our closing gift looks more like a COVID-19 package, right? It has toilet paper, paper towels, hand sanitizer, soap, all the things that you might need to when you're moving that you might need to go dig out of a box somewhere.
My attitude is buy your own damn supplies.
Well, that's why you're in the title business. That's why he's in the title business.
Hey, I saw E.L's office. Well, they had a concierge closing, and it was online. They had all this food there. Like, I mean, I thought only 6 people were supposed to show up. I saw some big trays, like about 1, 2, 3, like 4 big, ginormous trays on a table.
Yeah.
And it must have been, that looked like it was for like 20 people.
It was.
Yeah.
Remember, they can invite up to 6 additional people outside of the lender, the realtor, the mortgage lender, insurance. They were all there too.
Oh, I didn't know. I
think
and the family had 5 kids.
I think you can still do those things, but for me, it's just I think a social responsibility to try to mitigate your exposure as much
everybody's
as
in
much
there.
as you
Right.
possibly
But
can.
see, you're old and decrepit. That's your problem. Anyway, I'm E.L Craine, and
but handsome, as Gisela would say.
Who's handsome? She says you're handsome? Really?
Oh, yeah.
How many drinks before she said it? I'm E.L Craine.
I'm not telling you that. That's none of your business.
That's about a 7-drink face. Anyway, I mean.
Okay. Surely it's time for a commercial.
No more commercials.
We have no more commercials.
You don't have any.
This is it.
Yeah.
This is it.
This is it.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so outside of multiple closings next week, honeydews this weekend.
There's honeydews this weekend.
Your life sucks. Anyway, I'm E.L Craine. They're not. The lovely Dina Salazar. I have great hopes that my new website for her is going to fulfill her quest in getting a husband. IwearLooseClothing.com. No?
No.
That ain't going to cut it.
No.
Okay.
You're fired.
Okay. She wears tightclothing.com. No?
That might bring some more business.
It might more business. Okay. I'm trying to get them to experience the best parts of you without a preview. Okay?
Okay.
Work with me here. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Behind the curtain, not in front of the curtain, D.
Yeah.
Let your matchmaker do his job.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, there's some strategy.
I got strategy here.
Okay.
All right?
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We don't want you to be like Mack and Gisela, Miss Gisela COVID-19 Caballos. Okay.
Oh my goodness. I don't know what that means, but okay.
Me either. I think he made that up.
So what you got going on this week?
Yeah.
I have my hungry children. Just start and finish right there.
Yeah.
Start and finish right there. They were with their mom and they're back. They're just like luggage. Can't get rid of them.
No, you can't.
When I got them back, they said, you got a lot of cooking to make up for. What the hell does that mean? You realize you're my son, not my wife, right? And my youngest said, Daddy, you're not going to get no wife.
Out of the mouths of babes
right.
comes so much wisdom.
I said, why you say that? Daddy, you know how difficult you are? I said, who told you that? Your mother? She said, well, Mommy don't tell us how difficult you are. We see for ourselves. That's what he told me. I said, okay. I said, you don't think your father can get a wife if you want one? And then my older one said, are you going to give up part of your closet?
Oh, they know you well. They know you well.
They can put this stuff in your closet because you only hear a part-time basis. No, Daddy, a woman needs more space than that. You ought to see her mom's closet. I experienced your mom's closet when we was together. Yes, I already know. It's a total disaster. Okay. My closet was neat. Hers was a volcanic eruption of colors.
That's a pleasant way of putting it.
Wow.
Totally.
Wow.
Which is probably why we're not together.
Exactly.
That would explain a lot, sure.
Well, isn't honesty supposed to be a part of a relationship?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I used to go in the
Complete
closet. She said, would you go in my closet again? I go in there, what the hell going on up in
So
here?
do you put the toilet seat down?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
No.
Absolutely.
There's been some many big fights I've heard about.
Let me tell you something. I heard a scream one time. Me and some friends, it was a couples thing, and we were out, and we had 5 bedrooms and 5 baths, something like that, one of those houses. We heard something. It had to be about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. We heard a wail like somebody was dying up in there. He had left the toilet seat up, and she went straight down it.
There's nothing more infuriating.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Especially if it's at night and in the dark.
Exactly.
And
That's what happened. It was at night in the dark.
Just trying to find your way.
She sat right there.
All of a sudden, you're...
There you go. She went swimming.
Septic system.
Yeah.
She totally went swimming. Okay, that has been the Real Estate U Show for July 18, 2020 in the year of our Lord. I've survived Mack Blankenship once again. And don't forget to tune in to the Real Estate U Show next week. We'll be back with Mack Blankenship. And I hope to find a Dina, a husband.com, Salazar, because she's just difficult. Me and Mama Ramos, we get together this week.
Yeah.
We got to get these standards low. 5'2" man or something. So tell the people bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Fastest
Be safe.
Take care.